Today we are making a stone structure in mountain biomes. This is the second video of our 5-part circular base series. Previously we built a circular base in meadows. We only used bones and wood while building it. This time around we unlock iron, stone and silver, so you use the said material. This is a basic stone structure with an extensive use of iron beam, so you need a lot of building materials. So we use hoe to build a huge mud wall. It is circular and it is quite high. And then cover it up with stone wall so it actually looks okay from outside. An absurd circular roof that is conical in shape, a stone walkway throughout the periphery, so a huge walkway. So it is already make a quite huge structure. And the top of the structure we put an observation deck from where you can see the beautiful landscape of mountain. This build does not contain any material that yet to be unlocked in the future, so it is easily possible to build this particular structure while adventuring in the mountain biome. Although again you need a lot of building material. Now let's go to the building process of the structure. So finally, the third part of the video, it actually looks quite nice outside. The yellow banner, the light, yellow light actually makes quite nice impression here. You can see here, the blue and yellow banner looks quite good. So this is a huge walkway, so I have to skip it ahead because as you can see, it is a long, big, long thing. And there is a drake, as you can see here, a lot of drake are here. There is something like spawn point, I don't know what it is, but there is a huge number of drakes are there. And there is already within the time of building, there is 2 times when the drakes attack or the raid happens. So it is really problematic to do this kind of open window structure here, but it's actually fun also. So a lot of frozen gland I carry or I store just for that. So this is a fermenter, as you can see here. This is a cartography table. There is weapons and armor here, and this is the latest weapon. This is a feast, a different kind of feast. Obviously all of those things are unlocked until now, means it is not even the model present, so no artisan table. Up to that we bring all of those potions, foods and all that. There is a nice cozy area here behind the fire, and this is the all different foods present in this Valheim's time. This is a workbench, totally decked out. No, it is not totally decked out, but it is upgraded workbench. And this is a nice cozy food area or food preparation area, a kitchen, you can say that. Lot of storage facility, and there is a smooth walkway, so you can go to portals, and using a portal you can go to the top of the structure. It looks nice with all those crystal thing, and as you can see, it is really beautiful outside. Mountain is really beautiful. If you see it from the top of the structure, it actually looks quite nice, but a lot of time I really wish to just jump from the structure. And as you can see here, it looks nice, and I really like that. And now, as you can see here, the main important part is there is a big gaping opening there, but you can get a proper shelter because there is a separate structure on the top of this roof, so it is not going to actually hamper your shield or something like that. Means you will always get the coverage. So it's really nice. And at night, snowstorm. As you can see here, lighting looks fantastic. I really like that. And the orange light, the red, orange and yellow light actually looks nice, very nice. As you can see it here, it looks nice from top here, and I think it is a great nightmare. So this video takes a huge number of times to do, a lot of footage. I'm actually very much beat down right now. It is around 3:30 a.m. so I'm really tired, but I have to complete the video because I cannot record any further. Thank you for your support, and please don't forget to subscribe and like our video if you wish to help us, and see you next time. Bye bye. Welcome to AnishforU, and today we're building these big building in mountains, and actually I lost a lot of footage when I start building these land or these mud wall. So sorry for that, but it is very easy to do. You just have to create a circle, and you can just place a workbench in the middle of your work area, and then just create or use a hoe to rise the mud and create the shape. It is very easy. In previous video I already show you how to do that, but you can also do it like that, and using a hoe also indicate the workbench periphery, so you can easily do that. And now what I'm doing right now is covering it with the stone floor. So actually stone floor do two particular things. One, the level of the total ground. So if I place stone floor, the ground level, if there is any problem with that, I can just rectify it by placing the stone floor up and down and make a small elevation changes, and you can easily solve that. But otherwise it actually gives us a nice baseline to create the internal structure. So means when you put the stone wall throughout this structure, throughout this geological thing, you can easily get a very good guideline. So by using that stone floor, so as you can see here, There is some up and down here and there, but you can just easily rectify it through placing the more stone, or you can just cover it up with like that here. So I'm using 2 layer of stone floor here, not 2 layer, means 2 piece of stone floor, because it is a walkway, and at least you need that much space to just stroll around. So that is the reason. And as you can see, it is not perfectly round shape, but obviously it is slightly problematic to do it like that. But now we can just place the internal and external wall, or stone wall. You can place it like that, and it's quite easy process. But you have to just take your time to snap it properly, and then it will be okay enough, or it will be good enough to process through the building process through these, and not going to be very much problematic. And most of my video are not very complicated, as you already know, but it's not going to be laborious job to do this much work. So we're going to place it like that here and there, and you can always use the Q key and change the snapping point. Actually it will going to be work it will actually help you tremendously. And someone of you actually suggest me for these tips. So it is almost complete here. Let's see here. So now we can just place another part, another layer of the stone wall here. So I can just switch it up, and top floor or top 3, you can choose whatever you like or whatever it is useful, and then snap it out like that. And this is almost the rest of the process is the same. Let's keep ahead. So we already erect this particular structure. As I already told you, a lot of my video footage has been corrupted, so I had a problem with that. And while building these, it is quite easy. It is just using the walkway and placing 2 pillar and 2 meter by 1 meter stone wall on top of that. As you can already see here, it is fairly easy to do, and I do it throughout the structure. As you can see it here, it is laborious, but it is easy. And there is some arches, stone arches are there to make it look pretty. And then you just use your shift key and place the stone floor part, the cage floor part, and make it use your shift key and just place it slightly under the top, and you can easily process that. So Later, we're going to place a stone floor there, and in between, just the middle of the structure, I am erecting this particular mud column. It is quite high because I already dug the area, and then I erected, so it actually looks quite high. And as you can see here, it is quite high and quite thin in that sense. But I'm also going to cover it up with this stone wall, and let's move ahead. So this structure actually requires a observation deck, or not requires, actually it I created a observation deck, and you can easily do it by placing these stone beam and stone column. And as you can already understand, it is not that much problematic to do that. You have to very clear that when you're placing your first stone pillar, it'll actually create a nice base. And if you place it loosely, or if you place a normal wooden beam or something like that underneath, it is going to be problematic. And now I'm going to just place some additional beam to make some support. It will not actually work that much. It's actually not that helpful, but whatever it is, I'm just placing some bracing here, and it's actually connected to the other columns. So it's looks like it's supporting something, but it's not in that sense. In Valheim, I don't know the bracing actually this horizontal bracing actually works or not. And now we are placing the stone floor and just snap it out there. So it is going to be very smooth surface, and it's actually hide those annoying beam and all that. So it's actually looks quite nice. Now this is going to be the main pillar which are going to support the roof of the structure. So we're going to process with that, and while we're creating this structure, you can also do a square or any kind of roundabout shape, but you have to start from somewhere. So I'm just making a flower-like structure, and that's it. Let's join in the second part of the next part of the video. So this part of the video, when we completed the structure, this observation tower, we started placing these 45-degree angle beam, iron beam, and we're going to just extend it throughout the structure and connect it with the stone periphery or the stone walkway. But I actually did some calculation wrong. Actually, I never actually did any calculation beforehand. I think about it, but when I start doing it, I totally forget it. So what I planned firsthand, that I erect the tower, then start this beam, start placing this beam, and then start working with the walkway. But I actually reverse the process, and it's actually makes slightly problematic. Not very problematic, but it's slightly problematic. So it's going to be a quick fix, so I can just place the iron beams sideways, like as you can see here, and just connect it with the or the iron the stone pillar. And in my calculation, it's actually connected properly at the top of the structure, so it is actually covered the whole area. But I slightly make it small or less tall than I expected it to be. So it's actually connected inside of the structure, not outside of the structure or outside of the walkway. So I had to think about a separate roof structure outside of the walkway. I have to think about that. And then we are placing this roof. It is quite easy and quite laborious to do that, but it is fun doing something totally ridiculous idea and making it a proper base or something like that. But it's actually, I think I already use actually more than 50 times. I don't know, but it is my habit. So this process is quite simple. You have to just snap it out, and if you can use the bottom snapping point. If the bottom snapping point is going to help you, as you can see here, I use the bottom snapping point, and it's actually helps me create the connecting the roof. And I have to do it for all of them, so it's a huge video itself, but I cut it, chop it down to make it viewable, or make it easy to follow. So meet you in the next part of the video. So after building the roof and walkway roof, we finally concentrated on the observation deck on the top of the structure. It will going to be your observation base or portal room, whatever you like to do it, or whatever you wish it to be. You can also put some beds and make it a bedroom or something like that. It is also possible, but what I actually like open window area where we can see outside, or from outside we can see inside. It's something like that, open space. So actually, nighttime or daytime, mountains actually looks quite beautiful in sunset, sunrise. So for that particular reason, I really like a open window area, but it's also problematic because there is a lot of stray car here and there and start attacking us. So that's another problem. But you can also skip that part or skip that total building part if you have a shortage of material, or if you don't like this kind of building or this shape. You can just skip it out. It's also possible. Now, as you can see here, we can create a flower looking structure here by just connecting this part. A heart shape. As you can see, there is going to be a heart shape looking structure. You can make a two flower shape, or means heart shape, or whatever you think of it. This actually looks quite nice. It is very easy to do. You have to count the beam because the beam actually makes the shape, and if you use more beam, more horizontal beam, then the shape will drastically change. Not drastically, means it will change according to the length of the horizontal beam. Now the roofing of the structure is slightly trickier, but after trying it one or two times, it's actually concluded that you can do it. You can do a proper normal thatch roofing. It's not that much problematic, but it's not obviously look that good if I place a normal grass stained roof or something like that. So keep that in mind. Now let's keep ahead in time and see you next. So in this part, we are actually doing a multiple chores or multiple assigned thing. So first we need to do is the elevation of the structure. Bottom part of the structure. If you can, you can make it a bigger or one single big piece. Previously, I tried to do 3-step or 3 different elevation, but I think about it and then change it to a 2 separate elevation, not 3, and then cover it up with the stone. So these are like different small work you have to do to complete the structure. And then there is a lot of decoration here and there, some flags here and there, some glass door in the top of the structure, a lot of covering, lot of decoration, and that's it. It's a miscellaneous work category, you can say that. And see you next time in the tool part of the video.